Peace and balance. Queen Balance here. And I'm actually going to be making some vegan nachos today. So I was getting ready to prepare for my children, and so I thought I might as well record it. So the ingredients I'm going to be using today will be organic mushrooms. I've already cut those up and set them to the side. I also have some vegan. This is vegan smart ground meatless Mexican crumbles, veggie protein. I picked this up last night and I said I wanted to try it out and see what it's like. So I'm going to be using that. I have my veganese mayonnaise, which is egg free, gluten free. I'm going to be using this as a sour cream because I'm not eating sour cream. I'm making so many adjustments and learning how to shop vegan and how to make vegan dishes, and I'm having fun. Although it's a little bit challenging because some of my family members still eat meat, so I have to cook not only for myself and the ones who are eating vegan, but I also have to prepare other dishes that are animal products. So it's kind of challenging. However, I'm working through it. I also have the Daya Daya cheddar style slices because I'm going to be making the nacho cheese with this. I also have some lactose free Go Veggie cheese. It's Monterey Jack and cheddar style shreds. Yeah. So, and then I have I'm gonna be using. I have almond milk, and I have. I also have. I'm gonna be using some extra virgin olive oil. I have also some taco seasoning that I'll be using, and of course I have to have these hot jalapeno slices. I have to have them. I don't. For me, nachos are not complete without the jalapenos. If I don't have that, then I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I eating it? But also I have these yellow corn tortilla chips. They're organic. I picked these up from the grocery store. Pick and Save is where I um, got these from. I live in Wisconsin, so we have Pick and Save and Piggly Wigglies and things like that. So also what I've done, let me just angle here for a moment. So I have cut up some um, some onions, and I also have cut up some mushrooms. The mushrooms, as I showed at the beginning of the video. And then, so now what I'm getting ready to do at this point is I'm getting ready to grate this. This is rosemary and basil. I'm getting ready to grate these and make it really, really small because I've cooked with with these, and it being like this, and my children don't like it. So I need to ground it down. So before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and ground these. So I'm just going to show you the process and the energy that goes into grinding this rosemary up. And I'm just going to zoom in a little bit just so you can see. And I'm going to try not to make this video too long. But so this is how it looks now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start to ground it. You got to kind of find your niche to it to for grinding it because it takes some you have to practice this. Like some of the rosemary has already come out from me grinding, but that happens and it's normal for that to happen. But you have to find a technique that works for you when you're doing this. So I don't have a electric machine that will do this for me. I am going to invest in the future in it, but right now I'm going to make this work. Also, I have my daughter here with me, and I'm going to be talking to her probably throughout the video a little bit because she's watching. She said she wants to be able to know how to cook vegan or just to cook in general when she gets older. So she loves being in the kitchen with her mommy. So let me just show you where I'm at so far with this. This is what it's looking like. It's still not where I want it to be, so I'm going to do a little bit more. What I'm going to do is pause the video, and then I'll be back and show you the finished product. Okay, so I'm back, and this is the consistency now of what I've ground it to. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I know some of my other videos, I didn't like how I was too zoomed in, like y'all was in the pot instead instead of being, in a good range. But I'm going to go ahead and get this done. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this fire on. And I'm going to put it to like a medium-low heat because I want my ingredients to caramelize. So just adjusting the heat. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put in a little bit of my olive oil. And it's extra virgin olive oil. That should be good. Okay. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and put in the herbs. But before I even do that, let me just get my wooden spoon here. All right. I'm just going to kind of move this around a little bit because I just want it to coat the entire bottom part of the pan. All right. Now, what I want to do, before I even put anything in here, I definitely have to put my sea salt in because it helps me to balance the flavor. So I'm going to just go ahead and put a couple pinches of sea salt in here. And the sea salt that I'm using, just so you can see it, is this Eden sea salt. You can get it from Whole Foods. That's where I got mine from, for about $4 to $5, somewhere in there. So I'm going to go ahead and now I'm going to go ahead and add some of my the rosemary mix that I put in. So let's go ahead and add this in. I didn't add all of it. I still have quite a bit left. I still have quite a bit left. So what I'm going to do is put that to the side because I may need it again. So now that I have this in, I'm going to go ahead and add in my onions. I'm going to leave some raw onions because, I'm just going to leave a little bit of that to put in on top of the nachos for the finished product. So I'm just going to, next what I'm going to add in, of course, are the mushrooms. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these in. I'm just going to mix these in. And just so you know, I do eyeball my seasonings, and what I use, I eyeball it, and I adjust to taste. So I like to freestyle cook. I don't have really any measurements unless it's something that just is a herb or a spice that just needs to be measured. But other than that, I just freestyle with my cooking. So I'm going to let this cook down a little. And so I'll be back once this has cooked down because I don't want, like I said, I don't want this video to be super duper long. So I'll see you in a moment. Alright, so I'm back and it's still cooking. And I just want to make sure that you guys can see. Alright, so what I'm doing now at this point is I wanted to add more flavor to this dish. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add some more seasoning. To this, I've already put in the sea salt and the rosemary and basil, um, but I want more layers of flavor, so I'm going to add just maybe a half to 1 teaspoon of bay seasoning, probably like a half teaspoon, and that's enough there. That's probably not even a half teaspoon, but it's enough. Then I'm also gonna add my paprika. I am in love paprika, and I use it in most of my cooking. Um, I use it a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and add maybe a tablespoon of the paprika, and I'll show you all. Here we go. This is my paprika, okay, and then this is my base seasoning that I used. Right? And then now I have to, because a dish, for me, especially a Mexican dish, let me just give this a stir. Um, the Mexican dish or like, nachos, it's for me it's not complete if I don't add garlic. So um, I'm going to add some garlic powder to this. It's caramelizing very beautifully, though. I like how it's looking. I'm pretty sure it tastes good. It smells awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead and add in my garlic powder. And all right, this is my garlic powder. So, and then also I'm going to be adding celery salt. Not a lot, just a little bit for the flavor. So here's my garlic powder that I'm adding. Okay. And then I'm going to also go ahead and add, I'm just going to make a little spot here. I'm going to also add the celery salt. Again, I really don't measure much, but it's just a little bit. I don't need a whole lot because I got a lot of flavors going on in here anyway. The reason that I'm making this mushroom and onion um, is because I'm going to add this as a layer to the meatless crumble, Mexican crumble that I have. I've never tried cooking this meatless crumble before. I've never, like, I'm getting into the process of making even vegan meat. I have not. I've been doing a lot of researching on it. Um, this is almost done. I'll give it probably like 1 more minute or so, and then I'm gonna go ahead because I don't want to cook it all the way down because I want it to have that meaty texture to it with the mushrooms that's in here. Um, because transitioning from eating meat, I was born and raised on eating meat, and hey, now with me transitioning to vegan, I still want to have the meaty textures, but the healthier, meatier textures. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and I'll be back because now after that, I'm going to go ahead and make the nacho cheese for the nachos. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. This is the what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my fire back going. Medium to low heat again. I left this in here because I want the flavor from what I just cooked to be on the meat crumble. Um, Again, this is what I'm using, so I'm going to go ahead and just open this up. I want that flavor. Taking it out of the pack, this is what it looks like. Or taking it out of the box, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. It has these little tabs uh, to rip it apart. And actually, let's see. I gotta kind of make this quick. I don't have time to mess with these little tabs, so I'm just gonna cut this open because I don't want to burn the goodness. that's in the pan. I'm going to show you real quickly opening this. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop it in. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this because I just wanted to kind of calm it down a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and start breaking away at this. It looks like it has a meaty texture. It's different, a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing. However, when you break it down, it starts to look like it could be a ground beef or a ground turkey. But it's not meat, which is awesome. Um, so with this, I'm going to add just a little bit more water because I don't want it to get dried out. I've never used this before, so I don't know. I just want to treat it as if it's meat. Yeah, just break it down a little bit. Okay. Now to this, I'm going to add a little of the garlic powder to this as well. I'm also going to add some of my taco seasoning. And I'm not going to add a lot of taco seasoning. There we go. I'm just going to let this cook down. And I'm going to turn heat up just a little bit because medium, low, low, medium heat is what I had it on, but I'm just turning it up a little bit higher. Just a little bit. And let me just make sure it's not too high. Alright. It smells really, really delicious in here, though. I must say, um, it looks like it's meat to me, but it's not. Which is like, it's so beautiful to be able to work with products that look like the products that you used to eat that were unhealthy, but you know that in eating this, you don't feel guilty. One of the things that I've been learning and also noticing for myself is when I'm eating um, things like this, um, like for example, I'll say veggie burgers. I can eat a veggie burger and dress it so beautifully, so nicely. And when I'm done eating, I'm not weighed down. I don't have that heavy feeling, and that's awesome. Like that's the best feeling ever. I'm gonna kind of give this a little taste and just see what it's tasting like. It smells really good though. All right. Oh, the texture of this is like it's meat. Meatless Mexican crumble. Veggie protein. Oh my goodness. I want to turn this off. It tastes like it's meat. Wow. So you can see the texture of it. But yeah, it tastes just like it has the texture of meat. Um, wow. Again, this is the product. Light life. All right. So now I'm gonna pause the video again because now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and make the nacho cheese to go to this. So I'll be back. All right, I'm back. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the cheese started, the vegan nacho cheese started. And so I'm going to put the heat on low for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the almond milk in. And I'm eyeballing it. It may be like maybe a half a cup or less. I'm starting out with that amount. Okay. And then to that, I'm going to be adding the Daya cheese. I'm going to add a little bit of the extra virgin olive oil to this because usually I will put some vegan butter in. However, I don't have any, so I'm going to improvise. Okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break the pieces of the cheese, the vegan cheese, and I'm going to also put in shreds of, let's set this to the side for right now, because I want to see how it thickens. And let me get my wooden spoon. One moment here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to increase the heat, and then I'll turn it down once it's starting to thicken. Um, so now I let my daughter taste the meatless Mexican crumble, and she was shocked. She was like, "Mom, it tastes just like meat." It does taste like it, but it's not. That's the beauty of it. That was the thing for me. I didn't want to. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit now since it's boiling. Um, I want even with me transitioning to vegan, I want to be able to keep some of the textures of what I'm used to eating to help me because yeah, it's a mind thing when you're doing it. So you got to be ready and prepared to change. I'm gonna go ahead and toss some of this um, Go Veggie um, Monterey Jack and cheddar mix in here. These shreds. I'm just gonna drop them in. Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and start giving it a little bit of a mix. It's starting to mix in with the almond milk. So what I'm gonna do is take some more of the vegan cheese and just drop it in, break it and drop it. Because I want it to be a very creamy cheese. So, and you can actually tell the difference. Um, that it's starting to get thicker. I mean, I love it because it's turning to what I need it to turn to. It's becoming what I need it to become. I'm making a lot of adjustments with, like with the preparing of vegan meat. You know, you got to do it at least a day or two in advance before you actually cook it. So, what did you think about the vegan meat that you taste, or the meatless crumble?
It's good and it just tastes like the actual meat that we used to eat.
Good. I'm glad about that. So this is the texture that it is so far. It's gonna continue to thicken. To this, I'm doing it again, but yeah, I'm gonna add just a little bit of garlic powder. I'm also going to add just a little bit of the taco seasoning to this because I want to make sure that I get those flavors in here and in the bite. I want it to taste like taco nacho grande. So I'm going to complete mixing this, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back, and I just want you to see it's set a little bit. So I want you to see, look at this. And this is what I'm talking about. It's like cheese. Look at the, I don't know if you can see that. Let me just, give me one moment here. I'm adjusting in the kitchen, so, but yeah, I want you to see this. Look how that, just like cheese, the texture, the creamy texture of it. So I'm going to set this to the side. So what I'm going to do now is, actually, I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back, and I'm going to just go ahead and plate the nachos so you can see how it looks. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some organic baby spring mix. This is what it looks like. Good job. That's my youngest baby saying, it smells good. So I'm just adding this on top. We need to get as many veggies in as possible, so I want to make sure. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the mixture from earlier with the mushrooms and the onions. I'm just going to spread it out here. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the meat mixture. And I'm just going to be a little, just spread it out evenly over the dish. Now I want to make sure that in eating this, it is definitely all over the dish. Alright. So we got our meat mixture, or our vegan meatless crumble mixture. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, actually what I want to add before I even do anything else with this, I'm going to put sriracha. I love it. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of this on top. Not a whole lot. Okay. So now I'm going to add my vegan cheese. Yay! So I'm going to put some vegan cheese on here. Okay. And now, I'm going to be taking this veganese, and I'm just going to take this and I'm going to mix it with some taco seasoning to give it, this is going to be like a, I guess, my made up vegan sour cream. So I'm going to take some out. I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, I'm back. So this is the vegan mayonnaise. I just put it in a little cup like this. I'm going to go ahead and add my taco seasoning to it. This is the taco seasoning that's in it. And I'm going to add a little bit more because I want to make sure that it has that taco taste to it. So that's what it's looking like. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. It's not going to take long at all for me to mix this. Alright. I've gone ahead and I've mixed it. That's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see. That's what it's looking like. Alright. So now I'm just going to take some jalapeno peppers and spread them evenly over the dish. So I don't need a whole lot. I do not need a whole lot. Okay. And now I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to sit it right in the middle. And that's it. That's my nacho, my vegan nacho dish. Please let me know what you think about this dish, and if you try this recipe, hit me up and let me know. Leave your comments in the description box below, and just let me know what you think of this. Also, if you have any um, vegan recipes that maybe someone else has never done and you would like, I will definitely do my research and come up with what I need, and come up with um, the products that I may need to use to create the dish, and record it and show you what I did, and then you let me know what you think of it. But any ideas, I am open to ideas. Just let me know. And yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and the like button. So this is it, and I appreciate you. Um, yeah, so peace and blessings, and I'll see you in the next video.